thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. Oh, baby, how could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. No Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh, baby.
Welcome. We're here for free live tarot readings. Everybody is all excited. What is going on a Sunday night? Sonal, CM, Bartman, Rhonda, Tarot Vegan. There you go. Dime Channel, Lisa, Ritz, Lex, and Robin. Hello. How is everybody doing tonight? How are you doing tonight? You know, it's Sunday. We got another Manic Monday tomorrow, and it is going to be bad. Tomorrow is going to be one of those Mondays where I need to just do a lot of stuff. So, Neha, what is going on? Good to see you. Let's see. How do I get success in YouTube as a tarot reader? Okay. Will my long distance tourist friend contact me? Sonal, I see your question. You don't need to do it every 3 seconds. So I'm aware that you have a question. Let's look around and see what I want to read because there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I'll just pick at random. So I'm going to read through and find something that I like since we, there you go. Bridget, what is going on? How are you doing tonight? Philippe, welcome. How you doing? Let's see. How do I get success as a reader? Boo-boo, what is up? Who will I marry? And professional reader, and will my long distance tourist friend contact me? Well, so no, you gotta ease up. I mean, you gotta ease up. I see your message. You're reposting it every 3 seconds. All right. Let's see. Tarot Vegan. Well, Dime Channel comes in with a donation. Thank you, Dime. I appreciate your donation. Want to know if T is going to stay faithful or not? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you get one of those senses that they are not exactly faithful? Is that what's going on? Miss Tweets. Hello, Greg. What is going on? By the way, this is the Tarot Tower Mega version. So, you know, we haven't done this one in a while. We are going to do everyone's favorite, the Encore Tarot. Check it out and see what is happening there. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Sonal was a troll. I just think that they're really excited about getting a reading. Very, very excited. Cheryl, what is going on? Hey, T.O., can you tell a joke? Does it have to be clean? Does it have to be a clean joke? I mean, it could be. I'm not sure I know any clean jokes. I guess I could Google one. The Mega Tarot Tower. All right. Oh, all right. Let's see. Let me look now. See, now you got me thinking. Let's see. BuzzFeed has something. No, I don't know. I don't know. All right. You have stumped me. You have stumped me with an easy question that everybody over the age of 3 could do other than me. So, there you go. All right. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. All right. Hilarious jokes for kids. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, let's find out. By the way, will T stay faithful to me? 3 of Wands isn't looking too good. The Sun reversed as well is not looking too good. Ace of Coins, 4 of Wands. It doesn't look good. Prognosis is not that good. Ace of Coins is kind of the only redeeming card in here. I think that T wants to. I think that T has good intentions. He comes in with good intentions. They know what it takes to be faithful. They know what it takes to make a relationship work. But it's like they're just not prepared for that particular step. You know what I mean? So in theory, they could make it work. In theory, they could settle down and they could be okay. The problem is they're almost like they're just not ready. And it's not something that they decided a long time ago, like, hey, I'm not going to be faithful or I'm not ready for a relationship or anything like that. It's more of they get into it and then they regret getting into it, or they feel like they want a relationship, but they still want all the benefits while they can still get it, right? If you can still get a lot of different relationships, some people are very tempted to dip into as many as they can get because they feel the clock is ticking somewhat. So the Ace of Coins says they're fully aware. They know what to do. They're willing to do it, but in the midst of it, they just can't handle it. The 4 of Wands is the traditional home card. It's literally 2 people in like a home situation with a family, with a good news, and this being reversed, it just says, I want this. Queen Famous, welcome. What is going on? I want this, but once I get into it, then I don't want it. So it's not like they intend to be not in a home situation or not comfortable in a home situation. 3 of Wands is the seeking and searching and looking card. In theory, you don't want to see this. Miss Tweets, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Wolf, what is up, buddy? In theory, you don't want somebody seeking around, looking around, steering into the distance. You don't really want that in a relationship. You want them to be more of a 2 of Cups or a Lovers or a 10 of Pentacles. You really don't want a 3, which means they're looking around. And finally, the Sun reversed, meaning there's some challenges to it. Again, entertainment purposes only. It's just a tarot reading, but this looks pretty bad as far as being faithful is intended. It just looks bad. So, but it's only a tarot reading. Take away what you will. And so there you go. But again, it's not like this bad intentions to where they just leap into it with the intention of being not faithful. It's just that they're not comfortable in it, and they feel like the clock is ticking for getting laid, All right, so tell a joke. Okay, let's see. What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping? A dino snore. What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping? A dino snore. There you go. Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Hopefully you like the dino snore. I had to Google it because all the jokes I know are really dirty. So, there you go. Cheryl, hopefully you like that one. Hopefully you like that one. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So there you go. I can't do dirty jokes, so I gotta ease it up here. Am I a starseed, or have I been on Earth for many lifetimes? Ms. Tweets, that is a good question. Let's see about that. All right. MT wants to know, are we a star seed or, or something like that? Yeah, it's a kid's joke. So that's all I got. That's all I got to offer the world. I mean, that's it. That's it. That's all I got. All right. So let's go to the tower and find out what would be a good one for this. We could do the dream. The dream does do past lives and whatnot. I think that would actually be decent for this. So we'll do the mystical dream for it. There you go. That was a joke. Now, Boo Boo, now you know that I'm just saying, the dirty jokes that I know are absolutely hilarious, but I like the channel and I don't want to get it shut down because I said some extremely dirty joke, but there you go. All right. So why is my internet buffering? Bartman, I don't know, but I am green across the board. I have nice green colors all over my board. So it ain't me. It ain't me. 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords is reversed. So that is a good that you actually have the 9 of Swords being reversed instead of upright for this particular one. We end with the Sun. So I'm not really sure where the star seed is, but I will let you know that, what I read as far as this goes. So there you go. 9 of Swords. It says you don't really have any big problems from moving to place to place. So I think you have been here many lifetimes. 8 of Wands talks about the mobility between lives, the mobility around that. Dime, let me thank you for your donation again. So 8 of Wands looks at mobility. 3 of Cups talks to a lot of people that you've met. So if you are here and doing a roundabout and wandering around, getting stuff done, meeting different people, it's for emotions and it's for the people connections. Seems to be sort of your main thing that you're going for is the 3 of Cups, making connections, having fun, and learning across the different lifetimes or the different things that you've been doing around. 9 of Cups says you've been pretty successful. I think that you're an old soul. There you go. Bridget, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Bridget, it's probably the same things that's killing the cowboys, The 9 of Cups says you've had a pretty successful one. You're an old soul. I think you've met many people. You have developed a lot of karmic connections. You have had a lot of different experiences. You have pretty much been around for a while. It's not like you're new. Not like you're young. You definitely have been around a while. You've made a lot of connections. And connections, people, meeting different people, having different interactions. It's all about that and learning and experiencing the different things that you've had. The Sun says that you have learned quite a bit. I think that you've carried over quite a bit of knowledge from life to life. And I do think that you've had a lot of successes with stuff that you do. I think you figured out how to kind of manifest what you need. You know what I mean? So if you need something, you pretty much can manifest it without a big problem. But yeah, that's just sort of what I see. So definitely a nice past life reading. And the past lives are really focused around people and not things, It's not like you're just learning physics or you're learning law or something like that across lifetimes. It's more of touching people and getting those connections and having the important connections and the emotions that you've had from lifetime to lifetime. So there you go. There is your reading as far as a star seed. All right. Week. Boo Boo wants to know what's going on with the week. By the way, I'm still trying to get my tarot deck for Monday. It's lost in the mail and trying to figure out why it's lost in the mail. So I contacted the author of the Kickstarter and he said that he was going to try to figure out what's going on. So still looking. I'm still hoping to get it sometime next week, but Monday is a bit optimistic at this point because it's wandering all over the place. Nobody knows where it is. I don't know what happened. He said he thinks that the label got ripped or the label got damaged, and that's why it's wandering around the earth trying to find me. There you go. There you are. It is wandering the earth like the past lives from the previous reading. And nobody knows where it's going to end up, although I'd like it to end up here. Would be fantastic. But there you go. All right. So what is the Cowboy game? Did they win or did they lose? Because that was right on the wire when I stopped watching. So welcome. How is it going? So good to see you. So did you get your cards yet? Let me know. Boo Boo, 3 of Cups. Speaking of connections, this week again with the 3 of Cups, making connections, talking to people, getting those interactions, getting all that fun stuff done. Queen of Swords, you're going to have to take command this week with other people, You're going to have to take command with other people. You're going to have to get some things organized and straightened out. Got a little bit of stuff coming up, but I think you're going to be able to just hammer that out and get all that done, because it is about friends, contacting people, having some fun with all of this stuff. 6 of Coins, I think you're going to receive a gift as well. 6 of Coins, it is giving season. I think you are going to receive a gift from the 6 of Coins this week. And that is going to be kind of fun. That is going to be kind of fun indeed. Magician says you're well placed. You're well equipped to get all of that stuff done. And I think it's going to be overall pretty decent week ahead. It is looking nice. It is looking pretty nice. You got a lot of nice cards there, Boo Boo. It looks great. Paula, welcome. How are you doing tonight? All right. Should I move on from T? All right. So we've established that they're not good with being faithful. Should I move on? Should I move on with T? What is going to happen with that? Lovecraft Country on Hulu tonight. I haven't seen. Is that a good one? I've been watching ER. The ER from like the 1990s. That's a good show. I just spontaneously bought the first season on Amazon. And that is a remarkably good show. I mean, the first episode was amazing. So I can imagine like back in the 90s, somebody just like watching the first episode of that, like, hey, I wonder what this is. And they'll be like, whoa, what the hell was that? That was great. But yeah, that was pretty good. That definitely made an impact. Definitely made an impact in the TV. My Bookish Addiction, thank you for your subscription. Welcome. Yeah, I loved ER. ER is really good. I was pleasantly surprised. I tried watching Breaking Bad, and all the characters are so stupid that I couldn't take it anymore. I had to stop watching Breaking Bad. I watched the first 2 seasons. I can't handle it. Everybody is so stupid. All right. I can't do it anymore. It's like being tortured. All right. Should I move on from T? Should I get going? Should I get out of here? Should I find somebody else? The 5 of Cups, that's looking bad. Ace of Swords, it's looking bad as well. It's almost like it's almost like you don't really have to make the decision at some point. Ace of Swords, the communications just kind of break down into the 5 of Cups. It's like we're not communicating emotionally anymore. We don't have any emotional connections. We don't have a lot of the beefiness that we need in order to keep it going. It's like in ER, when they come in with somebody's halfway dying and they're just not looking good, and they're kind of circling the drain, as they say. The 5 of Cups into the emotional context just breaks down. That connection just breaks down. It's like there's a lot of stuff that's just not working. 7 of Wands said we try to bring it up. We try to move forward. We try to get this fixed. You know what I mean? We try to tackle it. We're like, this is a problem. We can tackle it. We can get it done. And the 7 of Wands is a defensive card. It's like everyone's defensive. Nobody really wants to start it because we know that we're kind of circling the drain at some point. 2 of Wands talks about domain. And ultimately, it's your decision. You're kind of the gatekeeper for the relationship. I would say just ride it out through the honeymoon period. Find out if we're going to be good. Find out if the faithful thing works out or not. Find out if the tarot reader is wrong or correct or whatever. But ultimately, you're the gatekeeper of the relationship. You're going to have to make that choice yourself, kind of thing. But yeah, you do get in a situation where the emotional connection just fades away. And you have to figure out what to do at that point. Do you want to fight tooth and nail, or what do you want to do? It's kind of up to you at that point. Judy, your book is awesome. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. By the way, in case you're wondering what the book is, link in the description for my Etsy shop where you can pick up my ebook for $5. Not a bad deal. My ebook covers everything you see on the channel. So if you're wondering, like, why do you read your cards like that? How do you get on YouTube and make a successful YouTube channel? It's all in the book. It's all in the book. 217 pages for $5. Not a bad deal. D'Angela, Joy, and Tarot Vegan. Thank you so much for your questions and donations. Tarot Vegan, let me know what your question is. Green Identity, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. That's very cool. We got like 19 donations in 30 seconds. That's new. That's new. All right, Detroit Lions, why do they suck? Okay. It is the season. It is the season. Bridget, I like your wording too. What is blocking the Detroit Lions? Get it? What is blocking the Detroit? What is blocking? That's a football joke. You should be the one telling the jokes. I'm just saying. Bridget should be the one doing the jokes, not me, because Bridget has a nice sense of humor going there. It works out well. All right. Let's see. Have both the ebook and the hard copy. Bridget, well, thank you for your support. I appreciate that. Tarot Vegan. How do I get success in a YouTube channel? Tarot Vegan. We will check that out for you. In the meantime, why do the Detroit Lions suck? I have not been watching the Detroit Lions. This year I didn't get a Game Pass. Normally, I like the Game Pass because I can watch any games I want. It's got like a 15-minute summary of all the major plays in the game, and it's only $100 a year, and I don't have to pay for locals. I like it. But I didn't get it this year. The Two of Wands, and the Eight of Cups, they've lost somebody. They've lost somebody important, somebody that needs to be there. It seems like they're missing some staff, maybe from injuries, maybe from different stuff. But the Eight of Cups talks about people leaving, people abandoning, going away. Two of Wands, we're trying to get it organized. We're trying to work with what we have. We're just not making a success out of anything. I think that we are looking into the past a little bit too much. We're looking into the past and trying to do stuff that doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. This person is very proud of where they're at, of their area and all of this stuff around them. And they want to do all of the old plays, that work, but they're not able to accommodate the new style of games to where the quarterback is faster than a wide receiver, and the quarterback gets loose and, gets like 30 yards before anybody notices that they're gone. So I don't think the old standard ways of doing stuff is going to work anymore. So thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me know what your question is. The old school doesn't work when the quarterback can run faster than a wide receiver and just takes off. It's hard. It's difficult to get done. Six of Swords says ultimately they'll have an okay season. It'll be okay, but they just got to get with the times. They need to get with the times. Lost too many people. We are having the best time that we can, but every Lions owner ever. Indeed, a message from the other side. There you go. What new chapter in my life is starting? D'Angela wants to know what chapter in my life is starting. Ooh, that could be interesting. It could be interesting. What new chapter? Maybe we have death. Maybe we have the tower. Maybe we have a literal. Maybe we have a literal DM, a literal new start, a new beginning, something new, fresh, smells like a new car in there. We'll try that by using this one, everybody's favorite, the Mons Tarot. The Mons Tarot is pretty nice. By the way, I have 2 Kickstarters that are shipping. I have one that shipped, and the one that shipped is lost in the mail, and nobody knows where it's at. And it keeps giving me all sorts of weird statuses on the website, like abandoned shipment, or somebody has rerouted this shipment. It's really weird. And so I contacted the dude. He goes, don't worry, if you don't get it, I'll get you another one. But he has no idea what's happening. I mean, that was coming tomorrow, too. I really wanted that tomorrow. That was the Adventurer's Tarot. It looks fantastic. I'm excited. Hanny Banani? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Welcome to the channel. Hanny, if you have not hit that like and sub button, please do that for me. I appreciate that. If you like what you see, I always appreciate that. All right. Do you have the Cat People Tarot? I do not. I do have a nice cat tarot. Just don't have the Cat People Tarot. All right, D'Angelo, what chapter in my life, what new in my life is starting? We don't have the cards with the death. I was kind of hoping for the tower. But as far as what's new, the King of Swords says that the new chapter that we're sort of approaching, the new things that we're sort of getting warmed up, definitely mean that we have more control. We have more control than we did before. So if you're looking for that control, if you're trying to find that intricate, fine-tuned control over some of the stuff in your life, I think the new phase is going to hand some of that to you. The Seven of Wands, when we're sort of defending ourselves, we're trying to survive, we're barely swimming above the water, and we do need to get out of that. We get more control to where we don't need to be running around like the chicken with the head cut off. King of Pentacles talks about money is going to be a lot easier, a lot better flowing as far as that goes. King of Pentacles, as you know, is a retired banker from my videos. And the Ten of Wands says getting the extra money increases your responsibility. Getting this extra power, getting this extra control over your environment increases your responsibility, which is a bit weighty. It's a little weighty, you know what I mean? Where you're kind of like, ooh, that is a lot of extra stuff that just got piled onto me. But there you go. There you go. You love the Cat People Tarot. I'll take a look at that one and see if that's going to be something I want. Right now, I have so many tarot decks on the way. If you give me insight in my job, will I be promoted? Green, thanks again for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. All right, Green wants to know job. What are we doing with the job? Getting insight, will I be promoted? Am I going to stay? Am I going to get a raise? What is going to happen? Let's look at a nice job tarot, which I'm really in the mood for the manga tarot at this point. I think the manga tarot just throws it down. It lets you know what's up. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't buffer it too much. I think the manga tarot, even though it is cute, is really sort of smelling like a thoth at this point. Smelling like a thoth at this point. You know what I mean? Tarot Goddess, what is going on? Good to see you. Let's see. CM, I guess that deck went on an adventure, all right. Indeed it did. CM should be the one making the jokes. CM's got the funny jokes. It went on the ultimate adventure for sure. And, the tarot deck wanted to travel the world. That's what it wanted to do. And this was its one and only opportunity to do so. So it had to go. You know what I mean? Like that X-Files episode where the guy can control the minds. He had to go. It had to go. Okay. So what are we doing about the job? How the job is going to go? Well, Your job is about to get a shakeup. We know that from the Tower. The Tower is definitely the shakeup card, where everything is sort of turned upside down. Now, if you've read my book, by the way, you know that the Tower is an important card. And more importantly, what is after the Tower? Because sometimes we do have this shakeup to where things are a bit overwhelming. Things are different. We move on to a different phase. We have a lot of different things happening, right? Sort of a crumbling down of what we have. What is after? Now, what is the aftermath? And before the Tower, what kind of causes the situation in the first place? After the Tower, it seems like some of the people try to be a bit opportunistic about it. They're like, this is my chance. We have a bit of a shakeup. I think basically some people are leaving. Some people are leaving. Some people are getting separated from the company. I think that is sort of what is going to be happening as far as the job goes. So we have opportunities that are opened up from that. And now we have this sort of this innate drama of people trying to figure out who is going to be on top, who is going to do all that stuff. So the devil says the opportunity arises, and then people want to take advantage of that. 3 of Wands. I think actually some people leave on their own as well. It sort of has this feeling of people leaving on their own. 3 of Wands is looking out into the distance, trying to figure out what's next, or trying to figure out what is coming next. And so there you go for that. Now, what causes this? The 6 of Cups, it's almost like everybody gets too comfortable. A lot of different people get too comfortable. We have some restrictive policies that come in. Some of the restrictions sort of bleed into this connection, this beautiful 6 of Cups connection, which normally should be positive. It ends up causing the Tower moment or causing the Tower thing. So your question, coming back to that, will I be promoted or stay where I am? I think that you have an opportunity after the Tower moment, after some people leave on their own, after some people get separated from the company. Once this bit of a shakeup sort of hits, I think that you have an opportunity to get there. Now, does that mean you will get promoted? Not necessarily. Does that mean you will have some competition for it? Absolutely. The devil says you need to use the opportunity at the correct time to get into some of the positions that open up. So basically, keeping your eyes open, making sure that you're aware of what's shaking up in the company, making sure that you can sort of see it coming a little bit. Again, entertainment purposes only, obviously, just a tarot reading. But if you take advantage when there is a spot open, then that is going to be very attuned to getting you the position that you want or getting you a promotion. Kind of a bad way to get a promotion. It's more like, I would love to just shine at my job. All these beautiful spotlights hit me. Everybody throws me money. Everybody gets me a promotion, gives me a title change. I just don't see it. I just don't see it as far as the reading goes. I see a shakeup and I see an opportunity arising that you can take advantage of and definitely make sure you're the first in line to get that job. All right. So there you go. Kind of long, but very detailed. All right. Hopefully, let me know how all that works out. All right. Tangled Vegan. I want to be a YouTuber and I want to make some tarot. I want to be okay, the funny part is your initials are TV. Now that is an accidental, hilarious moment. I got to say, let's go with an old reliable Tarot in Wonderland. Literally everyone's favorite. And there you go. What's that private request again? I'm not really sure. Be precise. Huh? All right. Are you asking my private readings? My private readings right there? Email me at that address. It's also in the link below. Private readings are $30 for 20 minutes. I had a good one today. They were very happy. It was very, very, very detailed. So I assumed that they were very happy. They seem to be very happy. They wrote me that they're very happy. So there you go. You got to go all out. You got to go all out and just say what the cards say, and Go from there. What am I doing? All right, I want to be a TV YouTuber. I want to be on TV. What is going to happen with that? Four of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. You know, it's definitely there's this point where you are. It's this point where let's see. Let me see the exact question here. Let's see, Dive Channel Sunflower. We got that. We got Tarot Vegan. I asked Tarot Vegan, what is your question? And Tarot Vegan said something. Cat People Tarot, YouTube channel. All right. Can I get a reading? All right. So to get the YouTube channel to where you need it to be, the first thing is you need to have an emotional connection to it. By the way, I talk about this in my book, so there you go. Let's see, you got to have an emotional connection to it. It can't be something where you're just going to play with it. You're going to give it a try. You got to have some commitment to it. And part of that is just going to be working on the connection, working on the commitment, and having fun and doing it. If you just approach it as something day to day, something mundane, you're not going to stick with it for very long. The Four of Pentacles says don't hold back either. A lot of people are shy on camera. Let people see your personality. Let them know who you are and let them know what you're about. And shining a light on yourself, being your own different personality. So like me, I have the money trick. I have all sorts of weird things that I do on the channel. My channel is unique to me. I made it sort of my own little niche channel. Page of Cups, don't be afraid to show your emotions. If you know, the more that you can shine a light on you, the more you can be unique, the more people are going to watch. The Hanged Man says, don't be like everybody else. Don't look at a channel and attempt to just copy it straight out and say, okay, you know, I want to do this. I like this from this channel. I want to do that. I like that from this channel. Get some ideas of sort of where you want to be and where you want to go. But as far as that goes, you definitely want to be your own unique person and take some of the attributes that make people successful and take a little of that, but just don't be a carbon copy of that as well. So overall, that's basically, you know, how to do the YouTube. I go into extreme detail in my book, by the way. So if you want to pick that up, that has an absolute, massive chapter dedicated to how to make a YouTube tarot channel, what to do, how to approach it, what to, you know, the manner in which you can do all of that and all that stuff. Anyway, let's see, another hour. Company already went through the tower phase in the midst of it now. Oh my, already interviewed for the promotion I want. A lot of competition. We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, that is the devil. That is sort of one of the devil's aspects to that, you know? All right. Hannah Banana is coming up. Let's see, I got green. All right. So is A wanting an affair or just a relationship? Joy, we have the opportunity for relationship or an affair. You know, could be fun either way, I guess. All right, Tarot Vegan. Well, there you go. So yeah, check out that chapter and hopefully it'll help a little bit. But definitely sort of shine a light on your personality, get things done, have a regular schedule, and take those little bit of aspects from all the other channels and put it a little bit into your channel. Not carbon copying one particular person, but sort of doing that. The main thing is to start today. The main thing, if I have one piece of advice for making a YouTube channel, making a success on YouTube, start today. Don't be like, I need to have this perfect thing before I can be successul. No, it's going to look terrible no matter what you do when you first start. That's the nature of doing anything the first time, right? You know what I mean? When you go out and you're like, I'm going to play guitar, and your guitar sounds terrible. You're like, I'm going to play the flute. I'm going to play the violin, and it sounds absolutely terrible. And everybody's like, stop playing the violin. It's horrible. You know what I mean? So you can't come out the gate being perfect. You're going to have to make all the mistakes. The biggest thing is to just do it. Make the mistakes, work through it, muddle through it the best you can, and the sooner you do it, the sooner you can get a successful stream out the door. You know what I mean? So there you go. Because my first videos were horrible. I had the camera and I like moved it all the time. And it was like the shaky cam where I'm like moving around and I had no idea what I was doing. You know what I mean? So that's part of it. Start today. Make it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Make it today. Put it up there. If it looks like crap, so be it. You started. You started. And, make content. Make more content. What can I do tomorrow to make the content look a little bit better than today? Not 500% better, but a little bit better. You don't have to be 100% better. Just be 2% better today than you were yesterday. That's all you got to do. All right. Strength. Are we have an affair or a friendship? This really, really looks like an affair. It really does. Strength into the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords does talk about escaping, sneaking out. Look at how sneaky this particular person is. You know what I mean? They are extremely sneaky. They don't want anyone seeing them. They're coming out the back door. No pun intended they're coming out the back door. Strength says they're willing to put up with this. They're willing to be okay with it. They're willing to be a little bit different, a little bit risky, and they're sneaking out the back door. That doesn't point to friendship to me. That is more of an affair. If you're being all sneaky, if you're trying to get the strength to do stuff, you're trying to convince people that you have a connection, but you don't really have a connection, we're looking at an affair. Nine of Pentacles. I want the good stuff from all the sources I can, you know? You maybe, and maybe somebody else, and maybe somebody else too, you know? If you can get away with it, you're being sneaky anyway. But Nine of Pentacles says, I want all of the good stuff. None of the bad. I want all of the good. And the final nail in the coffin is the High Priestess, which does point to secrets. The secrets, right? If you watch my videos on the Tarot de Marseille, talking about the Popess, and the High Priestess is all about having secrets. In addition to the other 10,000 things, in this case, we have secrets. We have sneaking around. I only want the good. I don't want the bad. This is what I want. It smells like an affair. It does smell like an affair, especially with the back door. You know what I mean? Sneaking out that back door, got that smell coming out of there. And let's see what we're doing here. All right, Soul wants to know messages from the other side. What are we going to do with that? The other side of the back door. Messages from it. What is going to be good with that? I say if we're going to come out the other side, no pun intended, you know, tonight is just nothing but dirty puns. I think we should use the Edgar Allan Poe. That is the way that it goes. I think the Edgar Allan Poe, the Telltale Heart, the whole feel of the Poe deck really sort of moves us into that realm of the other side. Messages from there. What could we have? What could we have that is important to know about from the other side? Let's see. What are we going to do here? So the first thing, we need to turn off the graphic that is blocking the cards. Where'd it go? Right there. The first thing we have, speaking of smells, the Eight of Cups. It's time to abandon it. It's time to leave. It's time to exit stage left. Eight of Cups is all about abandoning things and moving away from things. And the fact that that is your first card says that you know what you need to be abandoning. You know what you need to be giving up on, moving away from. If it smells bad, get away from it. Six of Pentacles, though, does sort of point to the opportunity to get out of the situation and learn your lessons from it. So there's lessons to be learned. It's not like that we need any particular lesson, but we definitely have learned it throughout this process. Six of Pentacles is the giving card. I think that you were the recipient of these particular lessons. Definitely learn from those, get from what you can from those, and move on from that. Page of Wands says it's time to
after we move on from this, we get the escape mechanism. And we learn our lessons. We receive the lessons that we need. It's time to figure out what's next. And what's next is going to be a lot better situation than what you abandoned, because the Six of Wands is a celebration card. This is where people are backing you up. People are helping you. People are cheering you on. They want to see you succeed. They've seen you fail. They've seen you get stuck in the middle of all this garbage over here, but they want you to succeed. And they haven't said anything yet because it's kind of embarrassing. You know what I mean? It's kind of embarrassing. Maybe they just don't want to address it. Maybe they don't want to. But after you move on, it's time to figure out what's next. I think people have your back. People want you to succeed. They've been quiet because they know that you're kind of in a weird situation with some things as well. So let's get some water and move on. Quote the Raven. I could indeed quote the Raven. All right. Hanny Banani. Does N still have feels for me? All right. HB. Feels for me. Do they have some feels? Would they like to feel me? Could be. Maybe not. I don't know. What's a good feels deck? I like it, but we need to use the Nightmare Before Christmas because I did buy it. Oh, I think it's bad news. Let's use the Thoth. I can't believe I haven't used the Thoth in like 3 streams. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have a mental disorder or something. My greatest deck of all time. This is the deck. So, Hanny Banani, prepare for a brutal look at your situation, because the Thoth delivers the facts. It doesn't care what the feelings are. It doesn't care what is correct for the moment. The Thoth just lays it down on the line. Wants you to know the information. It doesn't care. That is, it has a bit of a Crowley feel to it. Oh my, Jesus, that's bad. All right, it has a bit of a Crowley feel to it. You know what I mean? Crowley seemed like the type that just laid it on the line and didn't hesitate either. By the way, next year or the end of this year, I'm going to make my own Thoth derivative deck, or Thoth clone. So there you go. Do they have the feel for you? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do they still think and have feels for me? Something bad happened. Or you're blinded to something that happened that is important for you to know. I think that you should know this information. You should know the situation. Something happened. Is it optimal? Is it great? Is it wonderful? No, something happened to end it. And it ended indeed. It ended indeed. It ended in a flame of glory. So whatever happened, it terminated quite abruptly and quite bad. So this looks terrible. So something terrible happened. There you go. Blah. What is going on? I appreciate your donation. This is, this combo is possibly the worst combo you can get in the deck, in my opinion. But anyway, other than Ruin, might as well add Ruin to it, because you sort of have the Ruin card feel. Anyway, so, do we want to get back into that situation or not? No. We've moved on. In fact, we've moved on quite rapidly. This is swift. We moved on quite rapidly. We're into something different. We moved on. We got into a different realm. And it's time to move on. Hannah, it's time to move on. You got to get out of there. I would get out of there and move on quite quickly. Entertainment purposes only. Obviously, it's just a tarot reading. So, but that looks pretty bad. I would encourage you to move on if you would like to read the cards as is. But of course, I am just a fat man reading cards on the internet. So, don't take this as factual information. All right, Hanbury House. That sounds like a steak or something. That sounds like something I would get at a deli. I want a Hanbury House club. with chips and a diet soda. All right. So can I get a Hanbury House Club with chips and a diet soda? Easy on the mayonnaise. Oh, let's see what we're doing with that. Oh, we haven't done this one. Light Sears works for me. Hanny Banani says, yikes. Yikes indeed. So there you go. I can't wait to do a Thoth Tale. It would be good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully somebody actually buys it, because I see the market being quite light for a Thoth deck. Maybe there's none out there. There's very few out there. So maybe the market is hot, but I just don't see it. But I'm going to make like 5 to 10 cards and put it out there and hope for the best. Tyra, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. And Boo Boo, thank you. I appreciate that. What creature is spying on Boo Boo? Okay. I saw another house, but I wanted this one instead. All right. Yeah, Tyra, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. The Hanbury house, will I be able to reserve it? I'm not sure what a reserve card would be. Someone else is looking to reserve it. So you have competition. You want to reserve it. Death, it kind of makes it challenged. It's almost like that we don't get what we want. The King of Swords, we have tough competition coming in to get that particular house. The Knight of Wands. Okay, speed is of the essence. First come, first serve is what this reading is saying. The Knight of Wands, obviously, is the action, taking it up. Making a decision, not wavering, not thinking about what should I do here, how should I do this. Seven of Cups is make a decision. Don't look at all these cups, wonder which one would be great. You got to take action. Knight of Wands, you remember from the videos, fire of fire. Very important, fire of fire. Taking a buttload of action. Otherwise, you're going to be in a situation where you just miss it. You missed it. Death. Because you have stiff competition. The King of Swords. We have stiff competition. So speed is of the essence. Taking action is of the essence. If you snooze, you lose. You know, that's basically it, right? That's basically it. You snooze, you lose. Says the man that hates the Millennium Thoth. The Millennium Thoth is just butt nasty. I don't like the Millennium Thoth at all. At all. Not even a little bit. You look at the beautiful images on the Thoth, and then you look at the nasty images on the Millennium Thoth, and you go, which one should I get? Not the Millennium Thoth. That's definitely not something I want to get. Anyway, speaking of tarot and news, tarot news is coming out Wednesday, so watch for it. It's like 30 minutes long, and I talk really fast because there is a load of cards coming out. You definitely want to watch the news for October. Coming out, figure out what you want to buy for October, because that is going to be fun. All right, Tyra wants to know, oops, why did I put your name twice? I like your name so much, I put it twice. You haven't seen the Millennium Thoth. Well, don't. All right, there you go. You know, just my opinion, a bit of subjective there. Am I wasting my time, or am I what he really wants? Tyra, you're in one of those relationships. Got a feeling that they might be wasting your time. We need, for this particular reading, I think we need the Dark Mansion. I think the Dark Mansion is good for this. I find it to be excellent for relationship readings. I think this is kind of my go-to for relationship readings. By the way, what's wrong with the Millennium Thoth? Everything? Maybe everything? What do you think? Maybe everything? All right. First of all, it looks digital. Extreme digital. And it doesn't look as beautiful as the original. And, they just made it digital. It looks like something that a Ciro Marchetti, look-alike would make. It's like a Walmart Ciro Marchetti deck. You know what I mean? It's like if Ciro Marchetti had 5 strokes and lost the ability to use the right side of his brain and then had to make a deck, that would look like the Millennium Thought. You know what I mean? All right. So let's see. In other words, I love the Millennium Thought, as you can tell. All right. Are you wasting time, or is this something that he wants? I think this is something that he wants. It is something that he wants. It is. You are what he does really want. You know what I mean? You are what he really wants. 3 of Pentacles. He's willing to put forth the effort to make this work. And willing to put the effort to make this work. Now, here's the problem, Tyra. The problem is it's not going to be just this smooth ride as we go from the beginning to the end of the relationship. It's not this smooth ride. It is more of a bumpy road to where some things go awry. Some things don't work out. In fact, at some point, I think you talk about breaking up. You know what I mean? The 5 of Cups, the Lord of Disappointment. We have a disappointing feel to it, and it just doesn't work out sometimes. Death, we feel like we need something different. But your question is not, is the relationship challenging sometimes? Is this something that is going to be easy street? Because it's not. Your question is are you what he really wants? Are you wasting time? The effort that we put into here from the 3 of Pentacles makes it worthwhile. In other words, you're making a good effort and the effort turns out to be good. The Queen of Swords talks about you being in charge and you setting the tone for the relationship. I think that he really looks to you as the person that sets the tone for how things go in the relationship. That kind of be good and bad. A lot of times you'll want him to set the tone, but a lot of times you end up doing it based upon your attitude, what you bring in, what you say, your feelings towards a relationship. So the more positive that you can come in, the more loving that you can come in, it sets that mood, it sets that tone. This person is very influenced by you. You have a lot of power here in the relationship. So yes, you are what they want. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but you are not wasting your time. So there you go. All right. And Sunflower, what creature is spying? Booba, I have no idea what you're talking about. What creature is spying on me? I don't know. Whatever creature it is, we're ending soon with the creature. ST creature. I'm not really sure where to go with this. I mean, is there a creature deck? I mean, is there something for the creature? Do we have a creature deck? I mean, we could do it. We could, I did want to use the zombie tarot, and now we have a zombie tarot opportunity. Scarlet, welcome to the stream. We're leaving. You're just in time to see us leave. Hey, Google, what was the Cowboy game score?
The Cowboys lost 38-31 today against the Seahawks.
Not surprising. Not surprising at all. Can the Cowboys mess up anymore? The answer is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Cowboys are just stinking pretty hard this year. But that's the way it goes. That and the Lions, apparently. Who asked about the Lions earlier? All right. So where are we going with what creature? I mean, I think that you have a creature that is based upon horses. And the horses creature is sort of looking out for you and looking around and spying on you. I don't think they spy often because it's kind of a pain in the butt. Apparently, they are encumbered when they want to go spying. They're encumbered when they want to go through that. The Nine of Swords, I think that a lot of this is in your head. The Knight of Swords talks about, that whole worry thing and being concerned about it and being a bit too dressed up with all of that. But yeah, a little too worried about it. The creature is encumbered. It's not spying upon you all the time. And just the queen, I think you're just sort of looking out amongst things that either don't exist or they just aren't that big of a deal. DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Is anything exciting happening to you? Hopefully you don't have creatures spying on you, DYB. I'm just saying, hopefully you don't have creatures spying on you. We can use the This My Heart Tarot for DYB. It'll be the last readings. Don't need tarot to ask if the Cowboys could be any worse. They did have a really good play today, though, where they knocked the ball out of this dude's hand. So the dude is like rolling into the end zone. The dude is like rolling into the end zone. He doesn't know anybody's behind him. So the Cowboy came up behind him and just like knocked the ball out of his hand at the last second before he went into the end zone. That was funny. That was hilarious. I love that moment. That was a true, beautiful moment for the Dallas Cowboys. Possibly their only one this year. But there you go. All right. Let's see. Any exciting stuff coming out? Anything exciting for that? You're getting a gift. I mean, you're receiving a gift. You're getting some good gifts this October. We have the Six of Pentacles getting some gifts. You're dodging some disappointments. So the Eight of Cups, you not necessarily need to abandon something that you have put in some time and patience into works out. It's not like it just abandons or gives up on you or anything like that. Are you going to be independently wealthy in October? No. King of Pentacles, a retired banker being reversed, says we feel like we're not getting everything that is owed to us. The King of Wands, though, says we don't have to put a ton of effort into stuff in October either. So exciting. We're getting some gifts. Six of Pentacles, you're receiving all of this beautiful money, all these beautiful gifts over here. You got kind of a nice, easy, relaxed October. King of Wands, we don't have to put a ton of effort into it in order to get a lot of this stuff done. So there you go. There you go. Green, thank you for the compliment. I greatly appreciate that. And with that, we are out of here. We are here every single day at 6:30 p.m. Central. Come and join me tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Baby, don't move now. Baby, don't move. You gotta stand still right now, where I can see you. There's a feeling in my heart so strange. Baby, I don't want you to change. Just stay the same, and everything will be okay. Promise I will